I lost my son today. Yay! So I lost my son today. I went to court, was humiliated by a fat, disgustingly ugly attorney. My ex-husband picked this attorney who looked like a Macy's parade float. I don't know. First of all, people at court look like market basket customers. They just don't get dressed up. But the tattoos and the friggin' sweatpants and the t-shirts and stuff. I get dressed up like I'm going to court because it's court. But whatever, that's my diatribe. So, but I lost my son today. So now here I am, hanging with my dog, hanging with my cat. And I gotta give up custody of my son and relinquish my parental rights and basically move on with my life. Because I think the thing I've learned in all this is that people are all about feelings. Like, how do you feel? What do you feel about this? What are your feelings? How do you feel? It's not about feelings. Fuck feelings. What feelings? Dude, feelings don't pay my rent. Feelings don't pay my car. Feelings don't put gas in my car. Feelings don't give me a shower. Feelings don't get me to my job. Feelings. Feelings and sensitivity. That's the other thing. Like, we can't say things to kids. We can't talk to kids about stuff. We can't tell things to kids because it'll hurt their feelings. We're freaking human. Suffering is Sorry, a weird cat. Suffering is given. 100 years ago, my son would have went to school in the fall, and 50% of the kids that he went to school with in the fall would have been dead by spring. Okay? 50%, probably. I think, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. My biology professor said something like that. It was a lot. Or, 115 years ago, my son at 10 would have been working at a factory, locked in at 6 in the morning and let out at 6 at night. We live in a crazy time. A crazy time. We live in a crazy time with false hopes and religions that are unrealistic and ignorant people professing to be knowledgeable and knowledgeable people professing to know nothing. Because I'm telling you, the more I learn, the less I know. The more I let that dog out tonight, the more he pooped. That's my thing. I don't know. So I guess maybe this is my declaration of independence. Because for the first time in my life, I'm only beholden to myself. Because I had to surrender and let my son go. Because I have an ex-husband who views my son as a possession. Okay? My son is 10. He's beautiful, handsome, smart, strong. And my ex-husband doesn't have a conscience, doesn't care about people, doesn't care about anything. Called my son a minion when I was pregnant. He goes, oh, it's gonna be my minion. A minion? I've never heard my ex-husband apologize once. And I don't mean like, oh, I'm sorry that I did you wrong. I mean like apologize, like stubbing your toe or something. I've never heard him apologize. Never. No. I'm in one of the hardest things in my life right now. I am. And I have a choice. And I know what my choice is, and I know what I need to do. And the two hard things about it is, one, if I talk about it, people just say wacko things, because I know what I need to do, but they have their own agendas, and they're, you don't want to give up custody, you don't want Listen, people come at me with their own agendas and their own thoughts and feelings, and I can't pander to their thoughts. So that's one. And then the other one is what I want. I don't know. This is also frustrating. But I'm free for the first time in my life. I don't have any obligations. Obligations to me were, if my family needed me, I'd be there for them. If other people needed me, I'd be there for them. But now, I have two sentient beings. There's a tail. And there's a face. What are you guys doing? Yeah, I have two sentient beings. Okay. Obligations to my son. I gave birth to him, okay? When I had my son, I did my best. I tried to be mindful of him and to make him feel loved. And this, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Ah. It's my baby. Hey, baby. Look at the camera. Yeah, so, yeah, and I got him a dog. I don't know if I'm making sense. It was a very long day. It was a very long day. Very long. Look at the paw on my chest. Really, I know. So, this is one of the hardest days of my life. And I'm talking, or not talking, I don't know. Oh, I can't. My animals, my dogs. I love you. Okay, fine. Crazy. I'm telling you, YouTube. Stand up for yourself, people. Don't care if they call you whatever they call you. They can call you crazy, they can call you wrong or whatever. And sometimes you get setbacks and sometimes things happen. What I did learn in this whole situation was a long time ago that I went along with things and tried to be amicable and happy and do what a person wanted me to do. When the person was an abusive person who was a bottomless pit. My ex-husband's a bottomless pit. Nothing's ever good enough for him. As soon as you think you're in and everything's good, there's another chaos and another craziness. And some people you just have to shut out of your life forever. Sometimes you gotta burn the house down to build a new house. You know, sometimes the volcano has to destroy the island so new flowers can grow. Sometimes the dog is going to bite the finger. What are you doing? Look at those teethies. Ooh. You know what? I have to be honest with you this, right? My son's 10. He knows now. He's older. He's gonna be fine. I've been going through this custody thing since last year. This guy. Are you right there? Hello, 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 hello. Hello. If I didn't go through the custody thing, the cat. If I didn't go through all that stuff, I wouldn't have my dog and my cat. The only thing that's worth anything in life is love. That's the only thing that's worth anything. Nothing else means anything. Nothing. This is the kind of love that you want. One night I was crying so hard. I was crying so hard. The ugly cry. He just licked my face. Licked my face. My son knows I love him. He knows. And he's gonna be fine. When I was little, before I moved to the suburbs, I had a staircase. And I ran up the staircase and I stuck my tongue out at my mother. She pulled me downstairs. She put me over her lap. And she wailed on my ass. Over and over. And I was little. And she denied it years later. She was lying. And I was little. When I was 14, my neighbor brought me to his house, laid me down, took my pants off, and did oral sex on me. A couple weeks ago, he told me, I was a kid. I didn't know what I was doing. Didn't care about how I felt. When I was in my teens, my mother got on top of me. I had a ponytail on. She grabbed my ponytail, working back and forth, back and forth. My mother's a big woman. I called her a cunt. She got off me. That's the only way she got off me, because I called her a cunt. If I was 10 years old and my mother went away, I would have been better. I went through stuff when I was a young person that was a nightmare. But I'm okay. My son's 10, and he's got a bad father and a crappy grandmother. But he's got a strong will, and a sense of humor, and a sense of intelligence. And he's gonna be okay. And we are who we are because of the challenges that we face. What's the first law? There is suffering. There is suffering. I don't think there's any golden palace at the end of this or a judgment at the end of this. We're not in a race where we're at the finish line when we're 80 years old. This is it. We have moments of joy and happiness because we know pain. How do you know what joy and happiness is? How do you know how to have an orgasm if you don't know what it's like to hurt yourself? I mean, hurt yourself, like hurt yourself. How do you know what joy and pain, joy and love and ecstasy is if you don't know deep sorrow and sadness? This is the human condition. This is one of the hardest days of my life. I'm just talking about it. I'm just talking. Am I mentally ill? Probably no. Am I having a breakdown? No. I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm in pain. I'm in that sadness mode where I feel physical, actual pain. I actually walk around with pain every day. I take medication for pain. Non-opioid medication that the rheumatologist gave me because I'm an old woman. Old man river. I'm an old woman. Take non-opioid medication for pain. Because I have a bad hip and a bone spur on my foot. And plantar fascia. Is this too much information? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I have pain. I have pain in my foot. It's hard for me to walk. Do I walk my dog? Yes, I do. Because he needs to be walked. That's how it goes. Life is hard. It's hard. That's why we have joy and beauty. That's why the flowers are beautiful in the spring. Because the winter fucking sucks. That's why for a couple weeks in October it's beautiful and wonderful. Because everything's gonna die. One of my neighbors died the other day. She died. I didn't know she was that sick. And I couldn't pay attention because I was involved in some stupid crap in my life. She died. Somebody I know and like died. Alright. I got a dog butt in my face. What are you doing, dog butt? Dog's gonna hump the pillow. Alright, I love you guys. Have a good night. Everything's gonna be great. Or not. I don't know. There's no guarantees in life.